Case closure. The case closure process involves completing the case closure request page and clicking the Validate Case Closure button. The Validate Case Closure button initiates a review of ORCIDs to ensure all required work is complete. Case closure occurs when all services to all case participants are closed in ORCIDs. The exceptions to this include 1. Case closure on a pre-adopt case for reasons of adoption finalized. 2. When a child is in a finalized guardianship. When an adoption finalizes, the adopted child is moved to a new case with a new case ID and a new person ID. The child's records are copied over to the new case, and the new case may remain open to allow the provider to receive adoption assistance. This process is completed by the adoptions unit in central office. When a legal guardianship finalizes and there are no other participants on the case receiving services, all placements/services, case plan, permanency plans, legal, etc. should be ended appropriately. Then the case will remain open but be reassigned to the appropriate guardianship worker. While the case closure request page also supports merging two cases, this is a function completed by the ORCIDs team. If you have duplicate cases or providers, please submit a CASDM ticket. To access the case closure page, click the Maintain Case hyperlink. Click on the Alan A.A. Linda hyperlink. The Maintain Case page displays defaulting to the Participants tab view. Click the Status and Closing History tab, then in the Options list, select Case Closure Request and click Go. The case closure page displays. You use this page to document case closure information and initiate all case closure activities. This page has 3 group boxes when the status is set to closure requested and closure accepted, and 4 group boxes when the status is set to closure denied. Basic information. This group box pre-fills with the case name, case number, and the open date, the date the case was last opened. Closing information. This group box displays the closure status of the request, the date of the most recent case closure, close date. This group box allows you to enter information regarding the request closure and whether or not a case closure checklist is applicable. Closure summary. This group box provides a narrative text box in which you will describe the reasons the case is closing, including the family's plan for how the changes in behavior, condition, or circumstance will be sustained. Closure denial messages. Closure denial messages group box will appear below the closure summary group box after the Validate Case Closure button has been selected if there are denial reasons. Once the page is completed, clicking the Validate Case Closure button triggers ORCIDs to do a review of all work that needs to be completed prior to case closure. Once the Validate Case Closure button has been clicked, the closure status will update with either denied or accepted. If the closure is accepted, in the options list, select Approval and click Go. Follow the approval process to complete the case closure. If the closure is denied, read through the closure denial messages, save and close the page, and complete the list of items that need to be completed in order for the closure request to be accepted. All AFCARs, once resolved, will still need to go through the overnight batch process to clear. All other work identified as a reason the case closure request was denied can be completed, and the Validate Case Closure button can be selected again. When you have completed the list and are ready to click the Validate Case Closure button again, open the Maintain Case page again and click on the Status and Closing History tab. Click the Denied hyperlink in the Case History group box. Click the Validate Case Closure button again to validate the work has been completed. When the closure status is accepted, you can click the options list, select Approval, and click Go. Complete the approval process, and once the closure request has a supervisor level of approval, it will no longer display on the ORCIDs desktop. Please review the Case Closure Guide for more information on case closure.